Welcome to the Johnny Fongo Show. I am Johnny Fongo. It is June 24th, 2021. We've got a lot of headlines to look at today. Let's start off. First thing this morning, 6 a.m., Chun Cannabis Company announces Toronto store opening. It comes out from Business Wire, 6 a.m. Leafly launches new report to score legalized cannabis markets on social justice. 6:05 a.m. Eastern Time, Business Wire. Verano, Chief Investment Officer, to present at virtualinvestorconferences.com on June 29th. Comes out at 7 a.m. Globe Newswire. Sugarbud expands product portfolio in Ontario. 7 a.m. Globe Newswire. Tecan Olam Cannabis takes another step into the pharmaceutical arena. 7 a.m. PR Newswire. Waterways Canadian subsidiary enters into a distribution agreement with Amiad Water Systems to distribute water filtration systems in Canada. Okay. I'm sure that has something to do with cannabis. 7:59 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Alifa Health expands Bogart's Kitchen edibles portfolio with a launch of salted caramel pretzel bits. Sounds delicious. Comes out at 8 a.m. Globe Newswire. CBD of Denver comments on formation of medical cannabis committee by Spain's Congress. 8:16 a.m. Eastern Time, Newsfile. Red, White, and Bloom Brands Incorporated, focused on becoming a super state operator. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Ag Eagle Area Systems expands hemp overview licensing agreement with the state of Florida. 8:30 a.m. Globe Newswire. Just in time for summer, Index Corporation and DJ Khaled unveil another one. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. OMID announces reduction of common shares. 8:30 a.m. PR Newswire. Resonate Blends engages MZ Group to lead strategic investor relations and shareholder communication program. 8:30 a.m. Business Wire. Demand Brands, Lucky Chief expands C-Suite. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Access Newswire. Canna Pharma RX comments on stock promotion flag. 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Access Wire. Indiva Limited to webcast live at virtualinvestorconferences.com June 29th. 8:35 a.m. PR Newswire. Michigan's Cannabis Company Exclusive Brands opens news headquarters in Livonia with a new product line. 8:41 a.m. Eastern Time, Benzinga. New cannabinoid-based drug candidates from Artello Biosciences show promise as cancer and mental health treatments. Key data due before year end. 8:43 a.m. Benzinga. Medical Marijuana Incorporated subsidiary Hemp Meds welcomes UFC champion Arione Barcelos as brand spokesperson. 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Global Go Analytics release FTI Consulting Global Go annual report on cannabis law and markets. 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Pure Extracts and Canada House signed supply agreement for medical cannabis products. 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Healthier Choices Management Corporation announces exclusive authorized filing agreement with ATG Pharma affiliate Six-Pack Solutions for HCMC's Q-Cup R technology in Canada. 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. PAOG targets $18 billion market opportunity with new CBD nutraceutical to be packaged by ALKM and marketed by USMJ. Know the last two tickers, not too sure about PAOG, so you might want to do some research there if you're interested in that story. Come out at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Heritage Cannabis set to enter Quebec market through agreement with Great White North Growers, 9:06 a.m. Eastern Time, Business Wire. Mountain Valley MD provides update on key strategic initiatives, patent award, FDA collaborative research agreement, cold chain, dose sparing, husbandry, oncology, TB, and cannabis. Holy cow. It's a lot they're giving an update on. That came out at 9:10 a.m. Globe Newswire. Green Check Verified Advisory Board adds expertise and diversity with key new members. 9:16 a.m. Eastern Time, Access Wire. Binsky announces landmark licensing deal with Michigan cannabis cultivator Six Labs. 9:24 a.m. Eastern Time, PR Newswire. Oculogica's new patent opens potential for CTE test for live subjects. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Mercury Acquisitions Corp. Announces proposed qualifying transaction with Franchise Cannabis Corp. 9:35 a.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Indica Cloud releases new varieties of Delta 8 THC flower, moon rocks, keef rolls, shisha, and pre-rolls for an even more euphoric experience. 10:25 a.m. Eastern Time, PR Newswire. Looks like India Cloud has a nice variety of things. I've heard a lot about the Delta THC. Have never experienced it personally. I've heard mixed things about it. Anybody want to let me know about it, please hit us up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Love to hear your opinion of Delta HTHC. Next up, understanding Tilray's unusual options activity. 10:47 a.m. Eastern Time, Benzinga. Cannabis sales in Canada hit $309.7 million in April. Michigan sales dip in May as prices drop. 10:51 a.m. Eastern Time, Benzinga. In a positive sign for the industry, cannabis companies are winning lower-priced debt deals. 11:58 a.m. Eastern Time, Benzinga. Green Hygienics signs deal with Inter and ABA Cargo to distribute its CBD products in Mexico and Central America. Fascinating. Another global story. Mexico is just like a sleeping giant, in my opinion. It's got the perfect climate, the tourist spot. They need the work. Let's get it going, Mexico. Come on. You too, Central America. 12:03 p.m. that came out from Benzinga. Green Hygienics. Way to go. Next up, Meet Marley 1, the Bob Marley themed psychedelic and functional mushrooms brand. 12:14 p.m. Eastern Time, Benzinga. Global cannabidiol market from 2021 to 2026 by source, distribution channel, product, route of administration, end user, and geography. Researchandmarkets.com. Let me tell you, if you dig into the story, there's a lot of information there. I love those stories, love to look at them, forward-looking, taking a lot of data into account. This one came out at 12:16 p.m. Eastern Time, Business Wire. Another little story about Tilray. Tilray moves higher. Option traders place their bets. 2:10 p.m. Eastern Time, Benzinga. Let's see. France agrees with Europe as appeals court overturns negative ruling on CBD sales. 2:42 p.m. Eastern Time, Benzinga. Cannabis-focused mortgage REIT raises $56.4 million just months after NASDAQ debut. 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Benzinga. Now, I read this story earlier because I like REITs, personally. And this is a story about AFC Gamma Incorporated. On the NASDAQ, you can find that at AFCG. Currently trading at, last trade was 2041 in regular trading. I looked at it earlier. It was around $20 in aftermarket. So it says here, cannabis-focused commercial real estate finance company AFC Gamma Incorporated is poised to raise $56.4 million through its underwritten public offering of 2.75 million shares of its common stock at $20.50 per share. Underwriters have a month to buy up to an additional 412,000 shares of common stock at the set price. The West Palm Beach, Florida company said it intends to use the net proceeds to finance loans associated with unfunded commitments to its existing borrowers and to fund commercial loans to companies within the cannabis space, as well as working capital for other general corporate purposes. The company expects to close the transaction on or about June 28th. Interesting. You know, I looked at them, they're giving a crazy dividend. Like 7% at this $20 price. So they're raising money. We're going to have some dilution of shares. Be interested to look at this one. I don't know if I'm ready to jump on it, but I do like a REIT that pays a good dividend, and it's in a cannabis-focused industry, which it's much more attractive. Kind of a mini IIPR, Innovative Industrial Properties. Always like that one as well. Let's see, next up, UFCW 1518 welcomes bud tenders at Trees Cannabis, 3:26 p.m. Globe Newswire. Allow farms to webcast at 2021 Virtual Investor Conferences.com on June 29th, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Vibe Growth provides California cultivation expansion update, 4:33 p.m. Newsfile. The Cannabis Depot Holding Corp acquires Credex Corporation, 4:58 p.m. PR Newswire. That could be an interesting one to look at. And that looks like that's going to be pretty much it for today as far as our news headlines. This is Thursday, June 24th. Time of recording here is about 6:30 Eastern Time. Just want to say, going to wrap this up here real quick, but I want to thank everybody for listening. Had a blast doing these podcasts. I don't get to do them as much as I did in the beginning, just because kind of went back to the office and takes a little bit more time. And I changed things up. Started doing them at the end of the day instead of the beginning of the day. So I'm kind of getting used to that process. But definitely appreciate everyone listening. You know, I'm just a regular guy. I'm no financial advisor or anything like that. I'm a big fan of the Plant One, fan of investing, trading, and research. Okay, love to dig this stuff up. And this podcast is really just about me sharing my research that I find on a daily basis, or when I have time to sit down and go through this stuff and, you know, pass it along. So with that being said, nothing that I talked about here, none of these companies that I look at is a recommendation to buy it. Okay, more recommendation to say, hey, wow, that's kind of cool. looks like they're doing something. Let me look at them a little deeper. I try to give full disclosure when I talk about a company that I have owned or do own or have had some, buying an option or whatever on it. So, and I'll talk about my trades. That's one of the things, I like talking stocks. So that's what this show is all about. We do have a social media presence on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all that good stuff. That's how we kind of get the podcast out there. So once again, just enjoy it. It's just my research. Just going down through the news for the day is basically what I'm kind of a news clearinghouse. So with that being said, you've been listening to the Johnny Fongo Show. I'm Johnny Fongo, and I want you to have a profitable day.